Dear students, today we'll start the chapter Life in the Temperate Grassland from your geography book. So, what is grassland? Grasslands are defined as places where grasses are dominating the trees and shrubs. Grasslands cover around 40% of the Earth's surface and it is found in both temperate and tropical regions. So students, there are two types of grasslands, that is tropical grassland and temperate grassland. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about temperate grassland. So, as the name suggests, temperate grasslands are found in the temperate zone. Temperate grassland have different names in different parts of the world. In North America, they are called prairies. In South America, they are called pampas. In Southern Africa, they are called veld. And in Eurasia, they are called steppes. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about prairies and veld. The prairies. Prairies are vast grasslands found in the mid of the latitude of the world. These are treeless and they are bound by Rocky Mountain in the west and the Great Lakes and Appalachian Mountain in the east. And today, very little of the original prairies survive. The land of the prairies. The rolling grassland of prairies are found in the states of central Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, etc. Extensive grasslands with waving grass and wide variety of colorful flowers are found over here. The climate of prairies. The prairies are located in the heart of a continent. Therefore, the climate is of continental time with extreme temperatures. The summers are warm with temperature of around 18 degrees Celsius in the north to 28 degrees Celsius in the south. And winters are very cold with temperature of around minus 18 degrees Celsius in the north to 10 degrees Celsius in the southern parts. The average annual rainfall in these grasslands varies between 1000 mm in the eastern edge to less than 300 mm in the western edge. Natural vegetation. The prairies are divided into three zones: tall grass, mixed prairie, and short grass. Tall grass. Tall grass prairie, sometimes called true prairie, and it is found in the eastern more humid region of the prairie that borders deciduous forest. The rich soil is laced with the deep roots of short-forming tall grasses such as bluestem and prairie cordgrass or slough grass in the wet lowlands. You can see the picture of these grasses over here. Mixed prairie. Midgrass or mixed grass prairie supporting both bunch grasses and short-forming grasses is the most extensive prairie subtype and occupies the central part of the prairie region. Species like porcupine grass, drama grass, wheat grass and buffalo grass dominate this vegetation. Short grass. Short grass plains occupy the driest part of the prairie and are covered primarily by species of buffalo grass and grama grass. Kentucky bluegrass, although not a native prairie species, is found in all the three major prairies subtypes. Ecosystem of prairie. The prairies were once one of the North America's richest ecosystem and the habitat of diverse species of plants and animals. But over the last 150 years, 98% of the prairies have been lost. And huge extent of shortgrass prairie area have been overgrazed and invaded by prickly pear cactus. Wildlife of prairie. The bison, wolf, and most prairie chickens have disappeared from the prairie. but the coyote, prairie dog, jackrabbit, badger, hornlark, meadowlark, and various species of hawks and waterfowl are still common. Insects are also in abundance, especially grasshopper and flies. People of prairie. Native Americans, Blackfoot, Assiniboine, and Cree are some of the people you will find in prairie. Native Americans. Native Americans were the first one to use the resources of prairies. They use this plant as food as well as medicine. The Blackfoot. The Blackfoot got this name because of the black color of their shoes. According to a story, they walked through the ashes of prairie fires, turning their shoes black. The Blackfoot lived in the prairie of Canada. Assiniboine. The Assiniboine are also believed to have lived in the prairies and led a semi-nomadic life. Cree. The Cree were the fur traders. They were the most powerful of the Native Americans living here. Now let's talk about the economy of prairie. The people in prairies have two major occupations. They have dairy farming and agriculture. Wheat production is also done here at an extensive farm with modern equipments and technology. So now let's discuss about commercial farming, dairy farming and mixed farming. In commercial farming, the farmers cultivates crops and rears animal for commercial purpose. That is for selling them in market. The area cultivated and amount of capital used is large. Most of the work is done by machines. Example, growing wheat and maize. Now what is dairy farming? In dairy farming, cattle and goats are raised for their milk, which is processed before sale. Other milk products such as cheese, butter are also processed. Now what is mixed farming? When these farms grow their own animal feed, for example, corn, hay, etc. This combination of crop cultivation and animal rearing on the same farm is called mixed farming. So students, pay attention towards these commercial farming, mixed farming and dairy farming. It is very important. Settlements. Canada and US are highly industrialized countries. Excellent transportation network you will find over here. Waterways on the Mississippi and Saskatchewan rivers and the Great Lakes also provide transportation routes for bulky goods. You will find waterways, railways and even road transport over here. The main cities in this area include Chicago, Minneapolis, Denver, etc. These cities are important railways and airways centers. So students, let's see some important points of the chapter. In dairy farming, cattle and goats are raised for their milk which is processed before sale. The combination of crop cultivation and animal rearing on the same farm is called mixed farming. The Blackfoot were given this name because of the black color of their shoes. In North America, grasslands are known as prairies. Grasslands are the areas where vegetation are dominated by grasses. So students, now it's time for some brainstorming exercise. Name the type of grasslands, what is mixed farming and what are prairies. So students, give me the answers of these questions in the comment section below. So be safe, be at your home. Thank you. Have a good day.